Don't you think, Helon, finally, as we wrap up this discussion, this debate, that people would blame you for Esther Arunga and what's happened to her? She had a flashy career, sat on this seat, and met you, relative. We don't know where she is now.
All right.
Can the nation blame you?
If they want to, they're free to. But they should blame me based on facts, not on fiction.
Right.
Yeah? They should blame one based on well-researched facts. And now I'm here to give you facts. When Esther was business news reader on KTN, she was living in my house. I began to train Esther on etiquette. I even trained her on how to cut down weight, because at that particular time she was putting on weight. Okay?
I'm listening.
And after a while, I taught her how to respond to authority, how to be a good worker. Based on that, she became a news anchor. And everybody was so happy, but they didn't know who was the one training her, who was the force behind her, who was the one mentoring her to the extent she got to that level. That same person can then not turn around and spoil a good career. I was accused of spoiling her career. Really? Where did they get that from? What research? How come the CIDs that arrested me couldn't prove that? How come the parents couldn't prove that? To date, as I'm speaking, is she still in my house? She's with the person who got her out of the career. The husband.
Of which she met in your house. Is that not the case?
That's not the case, because Esther's own words is that she met Quincy Timberlake in Australia at Wollongong University, where she went to study law and French. It surprised me when she told me that right there in my house.
Is that a fact, though?
I have no idea if it's a fact or not. I doubt it. I doubt it. But she convinced me that this was an old-time friend, which is the reason why I embraced Quincy even more. Because I thought, this guy went to school with me, primary school, and now you're saying you went to school with him as well. Wow, amazing stuff. I said, what a coincidence. I don't believe in coincidences, but it appeared like
a beautiful coincidence.
Like a beautiful
it works.
Coincidence, yeah. So Esther mapped out her own strategy for her own future beginning this time. The fact that she was under my roof meant I needed to take responsibility for what was happening, especially getting out of trouble, incarceration, being injected with lagactin, and she was mistreated in a way that wasn't right, which is one of the reasons she put an injunction against the parents. She was being mistreated and things like that. People don't understand why people act the way they do until they start asking questions the way you do.
So let me ask, if today Esther was seated here, I'm sitting today, and the opportunity to talk to her for the first time after 2010, what would you say? What do you say to her?
I would tell her to open up her eyes a little wider. They're open, but I don't think wide enough. And listen to what people say, and accept what is true and reject what isn't. Because as it is now, she isn't listening at all.
Play me another now.